Guys, this is an important thing. Not very often we say thank you to the female that serve in United States military. Today we honor him. And Javon, nice to see you. I saw you the other day at Sachi opening day. I know you're here today to honor the woman.
Absolutely.
And also to offer something to them. Tell us a little bit about this.
Well, we'll be offering upgraded enhancements for all the veterans, and we're glad to do so. Hot stone massages, nail restorations, beauty globe facial restorations and enhancements. There's tens of enhancements that we'll be offering them, and we're grateful to do so.
Now, I was there the other day. Top of the line place.
Thank you.
Let's tell the people where it's located, and I want to know what Sachi means.
Yes. Sachi is located on 50 Warburton Avenue in Yonkers, 10701. And Sachi means child of joy
In Japanese. Now, do I need to call to make an appointment? Do I make appointments online? How does that work?
You can do both. You can call and make an appointment, or you can go to SachiNailsandBody.com and make an appointment. We have every single service on there with the descriptions, so you know exactly what you're getting.
So guys, you guys know that I'm not too much about plugging in businesses, but I must say, you need to go there and check it out. Top of the line, beautiful, clean, everything is brand new. You will love it. Actually, I'm going to go there for a massage. Men can go there for massage too, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Men can go there, women can go there, and don't be afraid to come in and see us and get treated well.
Great, man. I wish you lots of success, the business go forward, and one of these days we see each other there. Now let me talk to our, honoree. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
That's Mr. Anthony Moranti. I don't know if he's sleeping. Oh, no, he's awake. Mr. Moranti, how you doing, sir?
I'm wonderful, Ru. How are you, sir?
Doing well. Today we are honoring the woman that served in our military service, correct?
Yes, we are.
Very often we forget about that.
No, we don't.
Sometimes we do.
Nowadays, women are more as aggressive as men are to serve our country.
I didn't say that you are not. What I said is sometimes we don't forget. We talk about the military service, but we don't specifically talk about the women that are as equally as important as the men in the military.
I don't know if I agree with you or not, but they're very important. I definitely don't put them aside for them. They're out there. We just got to find them and make them a little more visible. That's all.
That's all that matters. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I had an appointment. I know. We do. What damn idea.
Iron lady right there.
Let me catch me in my natural state.
Now, just a question. Do you have other friends that are veterans that live in Yonkers that you know of?
We were trying to get together 5 years ago, and I took that over real quick.
No, I only got involved through my son. I don't really know. And there's 2 women in our post, and we're both named Anne. But the other Anne, she's going to be 100, and she was a nurse in the Battle of the Bulge.
That's amazing.
Wow. Yeah.
We need to honor her.
She doesn't come out much, but I think she's going to be nearly 100. Yeah.
Wow. There's 2 women, both named Anne.
Well, name me, and I got you.
Popular name.
Mm-hmm, sure.
No, I'm getting ready. I'm going to have us get something to say something, so I can get it out of the way, so that I won't be in the way, and everybody can enjoy the food. Because if you get me talking, y'all watch me and won't eat. So, but anyway, I want to thank everyone for coming and being here, and I will try to be short and concise as I can to give you an understanding as to why it's imperative on my part that women veterans should be acknowledged and that women veterans should have a key role in what's going on in this community. And I think it's time. So having said all that, The purpose is to bring every Yonkers veteran, women veterans, together to foster camaraderie in the community and to unite them as one another, as one voice, to encourage volunteerism within the city of Yonkers. When I had events, I didn't see women representation. And so the city would like to see more female veterans involved and taking an active role. And so one of the objectives in your brochure, if you have it, if you can follow along with me, is in order to be a legitimate voice, it's good to be a 501c3 entity. And that's women coming together, veterans, formalizing an entity where you can have a voice that's recognized. Number two, if you look at it, point number two, is to establish food drives along with within the community, outreach initiatives, mentoring and motivational speaking to help foster the youth of our city. I don't think anyone could speak as clearly as a woman. Her voice is necessary. Your voice is needed. Your experience is needed as role models and as coaching in our communities, because you're here in this community, you have an experience, life experience, and we don't want to lose it. You are a valuable commodity, if I could use that. You're a valuable resource, and your voices are not heard for whatever the reason may be, and we want to try to limit that. Number three, education on about veteran affairs, VA benefits and opportunities that lead to independency for women veterans. There's so many opportunities out here, and we want to make them available to you as an entity, as a veteran service for the city. We want to try to make those things available to you. That way it would give you more opportunity and independency in what's going on in the quality of your life. Number four is selecting a project to sponsor. Now, when you say select a project, if you choose to come together as women veterans and you want to do something, we're thinking about a project that you could take up, which is, how many are familiar with Phillips Manor Hall? Okay, if you know anything about Phillips Manor, I went and did some looking up on Phillips Manor. And let me see if I have my little information here. Let me say this. Phillips Manor is it's one of the second oldest facilities building here in Westchester County. There on its property it has a soldier and sailors monument. You probably saw it. It's then about 46 feet high. The monument that's there. Okay, it was built in 1891 to commemorate Yonkers' efforts in the war. So Phillips Manor Hall is the oldest standing building, second oldest in Westchester County. All right, during the Civil War, no other northern state was more in conflict over what should be done in New York State. In one respect, the state provided the highest amount of soldiers and generals to the Union cause. On the other hand, the state also had an economical interest in the war too, because Yonkers in this area was a proponent of slavery. So that's their connection to the South. It experienced fierce resistance to the war, including draft riots, and ultimately they voted as much as a higher rate against fighting than other northern counterparts. So despite their internal turmoil between economics and what is right, New York's efforts in the war proved to be a deciding factor in its outcome. And so therefore, due to the city's efforts during the war, the city of Yonkers commissioned the Soldiers and Sailors Monument to honor and preserve the memory and legacy of those who fought, especially those who gave the ultimate sacrifice. And so the monument was placed in 1891 at Phillips Manor Hall, which at the time served as City Hall. So why am I talking about this? It stands 46 feet with a granite flag bearing on top 4 bronze statues representing the infantry, the cavalry, artillery, and the Navy, and is flanked by 2 8-inch Seacoast howitzers, models 1840 cannons. So the monument has stood as a testament to the resiliency, and I'm going to hear that resiliency and the determination that was needed to win the war. Those two words, resiliency, determination, is what I look at when I look at the women veterans. Resiliency and determination. You're so important. And if you decide to take on this endeavor, coming together and forming an entity where you can have a voice in the city and in the veteran community, the monument would be what we say, the icing on the cake, because it represents resiliency and determination. And I believe that's what the Women Veterans has been all about. Resiliency and determination, because you had to go through so much in order to even be where you are. And so to take on this monument, now this is what the monument looks like. On May 28th, I and myself and Bob Walters put a wreath there at the monument. If you take up this endeavor, then you would have a ceremony, women veterans, and you would take this, adopt this, the Phillips Manor, as your baby, where you would do the ceremony, and where you would be honored, and the veterans would be honored when we do a memorial service every May 28th. Y'all with me so far? Question?
Well, yeah,
No, May 31st.
Last Monday of the month.
But this is every Friday they celebrate it on that particular day. And so it doesn't conflict with the major events that are going on. So that's one endeavor. And so we're looking to bridge you also with the Samuel Dow Post, which is right up the street. So in conjunction with them and your entity, you would be doing a memorial service together. If you say that again? They're under renovation right now. And so they're in, they won't be ready probably the finishing of what they're doing by 2022. But they are aware of the possibility of the women veterans getting together and doing that ceremony. So they're looking forward to that possibility, which will be next year. All right, if you so choose. So that can be one of the undertakings. The fifth point that I want to make, if you look at it, is creating an annual event to support and celebrate yearly, such as the Exceptional Veteran of the Year Award, and do scholarships that can be designed for the youth and the adults in the Yonkers community, backed by the concerned women veterans of Yonkers. And that's the monarchy that I would give you guys if you so choose to take up this undertaking as a women veterans group. Because if you think about it, there is no voice for women veterans. There's no entity here in Yonkers. And I'm not taking away from your post, but everybody is not affiliated with a post as well. And so, but women veterans, isolated, excluded from your post, you have a little bit more flexibility and freedom to take up the undertakings that women veterans really need. They need a voice. And so you would be the voice of the voiceless in this community. And so, in conclusion, the Yonkers Department of Veteran Services, along with you, if you so choose, we would like for you to be that grassroots entity in this community. Any questions? Because I think, and you women, you know this, you have challenges that men don't face, and we have yet a clue. We're clueless.